So this is Ed Barnes reporting for AcademyFM, and I'm here with...
What's up? This is Josh from The Skints.
Brilliant. So the thing I wanted to mention first was you had your van nicked yesterday.
Yeah.
So is there anything you want to say about that, or just, describe the equipment if anyone finds it?
Oh, mate, there's so much, man. Literally down to our last plectrum, like all our equipment, our lovely van, a bunch of Marcia's clothes, everything, man. It's all gone. So if it's sending a message out to the people who took that, actually, I probably shouldn't say on my message to them, but yeah, it sucks, but it is what it is.
Brilliant. Well, not brilliant, obviously, but
just brilliant.
Good stuff. You've just come off from playing the London International Ska Festival. You played some old stuff and you played some new stuff too. Do you think there's been much of a kind of change between your first and your second album? Do you think you've improved, or?
Definitely, I definitely think we have improved, and I mean, every band will say it, like they enjoy, their new stuff more, but I genuinely do think, just as evolution as the band's gone on, like the first album was cool. It is what it is, considering it was like our first album that we wrote together and recorded it in like 5 days. You know what I mean? But yeah, I just feel like there's nothing wrong with the first album, but it's just got better as time's gone on. We've toured a whole bunch and written a bunch more songs.
So what would you say is your favourite of your own songs?
Oh no, don't do this one. I don't know. It always changes because, like, obviously I don't really listen to our records at home, but like playing them every night, you kind of like have little bits in the set. I don't really know. Right now, I'm kind of enjoying playing our KTB cover live, probably because it's not one of our own songs. So yeah, at the minute, it's my favourite Skint song isn't a Skint song.
So you've done a couple of covers, but who are your biggest influences in terms of what you play? And is there anyone playing at the London International Ska Festival you've seen or was looking forward to seeing?
Yeah, mate, we're influenced by so much music. Like, obviously, foundation is like kind of reggae. That's kind of what we all agree on, and that's what we like to write in that kind of style. But we got influence from everything to Motown to like early noughties garage to dub, classical music and punk music, and there's like little things that we like put in that are from different genres that people don't even notice. You know what I mean? Like there's like things from like hardcore songs that like we've sort of put into the tunes that people would never like associate us with. But yeah, obviously playing this with like Chris Murray, who's a friend of ours, always been a big influence. Like we were lucky enough to tour with him a couple of years ago, and obviously like Neville Stable from the specials with no specials it'd be no Skints, simple as that, man. So yeah, it's all good.
So, like, in terms of reggae and punk, do you prefer the kind of original artists, or do you think there are people out there doing stuff that hasn't really been done before and developing it, or do you think that it's just going to be the same stuff over and over again?
I mean, they're two quite different genres of music when you're talking about, is the old stuff better or the new stuff better? Because, like, for me, like, obviously I do listen to a lot of old reggae, and, in my opinion, most of them are the best songs, but there's been bands since then that, like, are still, like, smashing it up. And it's the same with the punk thing. Like, the punk recordings always just sounded like poo, but that was kind of the thing. But like, we're obviously friends of a lot of punk bands that have kind of taken it and done like mad things with it, so it just sounds good now. And the same with reggae as well. Like, I don't really think it should be like, old versus new, what's better. There's like qualities in both that make it good music. I do feel like a lot of, with like recording techniques and just like the rate people put records out nowadays, I do feel like, especially in this country, a lot of the quality and care that's taken into albums has kind of gone down. But that's kind of, that's a whole nother argument of like how people deal with music by downloading it and listening to it on their iPhone speakers. Like, people don't really care to listen to music as much as, they did, even though there's more of it. So, yeah, I don't know, man. Like, yeah, it's a tough, that's quite hard to say what's better, old or new, but bits of both. Like, if you got taste, you can kind of hear what the good stuff is, whether it was made last year or 30 years ago, you know what I mean, 40 years ago.
So, apart from yourselves, are there anybody out there on the scene at the minute that we should be looking at?
I mean, as far as like reggae goes, obviously like Prince Fatty and Holly Cook and Horseman are kind of smashing it up right now. So it's good to be like involved with that lot. There's some wicked other bands just from other worlds as well. Like there's a band called Clay Pigeon from London, they're awesome. Jeremiah Ferrari, who's a band from Manchester, they're really cool. Gecko, Tyrannosaurus Allen, who else, man? There's a rapper called Random Impulse who we play with. He's awesome. The band called The Drop, the reggae band called The Drop that we're taking out on our next tour. Check them out. There's some good stuff.
So you mentioned your tour there. You've got a tour planned then? You've got dates coming
Oh
up?
yeah, we're non-stop. After this, we do Great Escape in Brighton, and then we go to Malta for a show. We play festivals all summer. We're going to Europe for 2 weeks at the end of this, actually, with State Radio. And we're doing festivals in UK and Europe all summer. And then, we're doing a headline tour in October here, and then we're just figuring out where we're going after that, man. So it's non-stop for us right now.
Brilliant, because I know you're playing Redfest, because that's where I'm covering that as well for the radio.
Okay, cool.
So probably meet up then, see if anything's changed.
Redfest was awesome last year. Like, it was one of my favourites from last year. Like, I don't know, like, you do a lot of small festivals, and I mean, when you do like some of the big festivals that we've done, like the organisation is just like seamless and everything's sorted out. And, like, you do some of the smaller ones and you just sort of like want to cry a bit, like, just because not in like, oh, I'm a diva and like this should be here, this should be here, but just simple things sometimes. Just, I mean, but that's the nature of the beast. It's DIY, it's small, it's cool. But Redfest, it was like a small festival ran at like a level of like some of the biggest gigs we've ever done, and they just got such like wicked and relevant artists as well. Like, they understand music. Like, they booked Ed Sheeran like, probably 6 months before like the rest of the country had heard of him. Like, I thought that was really cool. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to going back this year.
Wicked. So what's next for the Skints? Is it just going to be touring and recording?
Lots of touring. Obviously, like I said, we're booked up to October in a minute. We're looking at next year, like what other countries we can start going to, and maybe a new release next year. Probably not like a brand new album yet, but maybe we're talking about doing like some collaboration tunes with some people and stuff. So we'll see where that takes us. But we're going to be writing while we're on tour all summer as well. So it definitely won't be long before there's new music.
Wicked. And people can get tickets and merch and stuff from the website.
All the tour tickets are on sale at gigsandtours.com. You can get our record part and parcel. Most places they sell CDs. At theskints.co.uk, we'll tell you everywhere you need to go for stuff.
Wicked. Well, brilliant.
Yeah,
Cheers for talking to us.
Thanks very much, man. Wicked.
Good stuff.